Hello and welcome back to Seaside Garage and the Lada Niva. I think it's time to start working on this. It's been on the back burner for quite a while I have been working on all the other projects. I have been collecting a lot of parts for this because it needs a lot of parts. And I was actually planning on starting this project in the winter time. But yesterday I tried to fix the suspension on the Princess, and that is turning out to be a bit more complicated than I had hoped. So I have to find a better solution on that before I can continue on that. And I'm waiting on some parts for the Metro project. So yeah. And also, after finishing up the C25 campervan project, it's not finished, but it's working. I really got inspired because building that interior was really a lot of fun. And that inspired me to try to make this an Overlander project. This could be such a fun little vehicle for small trips in the wilderness, off-road trips. It could be such a fun project to have a small 4x4 with a small working kitchen, a water supply, some kind of power supply, and a sleeping solution. And I think this Lada Niva would be perfect for that. This is the kind of car where you don't have to worry about scratching it, worry about denting it. I think almost no matter what kind of damage you put into this car, it will just fit the look of it quite good. Of course, it's too small to actually make it, or maybe you could make a sleeping compartment in there, but it's a bit too small. So what I would really like to do is to get a roof tent, if I can find one cheaply. Yeah, before we even get to that point, there is a lot of work that needs to be done on this. There's a lot of rust work, there's a lot of mechanical work, and it also needs an MOT, and it also needs to be imported. So that will be the first step before going further on that. But wouldn't it be an awesome little Overlander project? The plans for today though, because the first thing that really needs to be done on this is the smell of this car. It is really, really bad. And I don't want to have this car inside the garage while it's this smelly, because it's the entire garage that is starting to smell this way. And it's not a pleasant smell, and I also think it's quite unhealthy. And I think I found the source to be this roof liner. And as you can see, it's moldy and it's really disgusting. What I'm gonna do today is to rip it out. I just found out that I can buy a new one for not that much money. I can even get a hard one. I think that I will just keep the old soft type. But yeah, so I'm just gonna rip this out. I don't think I'm even going to try to clean it because it's so rancid. So that will be the first thing to do today. And then I hope to put this on my AutoVip. So I can start the rust repairs underneath. But seriously, can you imagine just having a small roof tent up there, and then maybe a kitchen solution in the rear that somehow when you flip up the boot brings out a table or something like that. It could be a lot of fun to find a clever solution to get as much out of this little car as possible. But the first thing would be to get all these parts onto the car and remove the old ones. Yeah, that's a lot of work. But to begin with, I'm going to remove that liner. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that mice has been living up there, so it's going to be disgusting. Really dirty. I'm going to cut those metal support bars out because I think I will need those when I'm going to install a new one, but I'm going to do that outside. And now there's no headliner. And the smell is almost gone. There's still some hanging in the air, I think. And also still a bit of roof line over there. I really think it's that is smelling. But yeah, other than that, it's looking pretty good in here. There is rust starting to form, but it's not that bad. There was some kind of woolen material in here. That's not ideal. So it's good to take that out. In the future, I might just sound insulated and put up a new liner. Another fun little thing is, take a look at these support beams. They look exactly like the one that I took out of the A112 Abarth a while back to straighten up after someone had jumped on the roof. Another similarities between this and the Lancia. So the Lada is now onto the Auto VIP, the old contraption from the 70s, the Danish invention. It's always a little bit scary to use, but it is actually working quite well. But I take huge care not to be underneath the car while attaching this system without having a lot of jack stands standing around. Anyway, let's try to flip it up on the side and then inspect the rust a little bit better so I can get started on that. This contraption just makes it so much more nice to make rust or to do rust repairs underneath cars, because you don't have to get all the weld spatter and all that in your face. It's a game changer for me, at least. Come on, the first click. Yeah, that was the first one. Let's go a bit higher. Yeah, maybe one click more. Well, that's good enough. So as you can see, I now have a lot more access, and I can go ahead and flip the car even higher if I want to, but yeah, this is good enough for now. So what I really like to do when using it is to put this attachment on as an extra safety. There's no reason to think that it would fail the other safety feature, but you can never be too cautious when working underneath cars. It's a lot of weight. But now, take a look at this. We have a lot of room. I got some rust repairs up here that I need to fix, but I might have to take off the rear axle to actually fix that proper. That is not possible on the Auto VIP, at least not in this configuration. I think you can get some attachment for the rear to flip it in the bumper brackets instead, but I don't have those. Then there are some pretty bad rust right here, and I actually bought a new repair panel for this, and this. So we'll have to fix that. To do that, of course, this needs to be removed, and I'm also unsure if that will be possible on the Auto VIP, because that is attaching the car to the to the rear axle, but this is doing that as well, and also the shock absorber. But yeah, I haven't really decided how to do this just yet. But the rust up there is going to be really nice to fix with the car like this, and also there is a little bit of rust in the floor. But I'm actually really happy to see it underneath, because it is really rusty in some places, but in general it is not bad at all. There are some rust here that are also a bit annoying, but yeah, in general it's not bad. Yeah, we have a bit of a leak at the... I'm not that good at terms when it comes to 4x4, but I think that is the transfer case. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, and as you can see, the exhaust system is put together by lots of small bits and pipes and all that. We're going to change the entire exhaust system on this one as well, but more on that later. And we also have rust right there that we need to fix, the same as in the other side. But this car is from, I can't remember if it's 78 or 77. I think it's 78. So this is really in a nice condition considering that. Anyway, what do you think about this project? I think it could be a really cool Overlander project for go everywhere camping style. With a fishing rod on the roof and down to the streams and over the streams even. I really would like to find a roof tent for it, and then I'm gonna find some clever solutions to making this a very small camper SUV. Anyway, thank you for watching. Remember, you can support me on Patreon if you like, and yeah, see you in the next one.